Hey everyone, it's Alison from Let Love Bloom. How are you today? I just wanted to do a quick little video and talk to you about codependency in relationships. The reason why I'm talking about this is because it's something that comes up a lot with many of the clients that I see, and it's also been a huge thing that I've had to work through in my life as well, and understand what a codependent relationship is. And it actually can come in many different forms, and it can really affect us sometimes in many different ways, especially people like me and maybe you who are really kind and sensitive and really struggle sometimes when people aren't happy, or when people are angry with us. We can really take it to heart, and sometimes this can just get way out of balance. And many people often suffer with anxiety just trying to live their life every day on a daily basis without trying to upset someone. This could be, anyone from a family member, a parent, a child, a partner, a friend, even a boss or work colleagues. For people who I identify as being quite empathic or sensitive, or have the qualities of being what I call an Earth Angel, can often fall into these codependency relationships with people. And often we fall into them blindly because we really feel like everyone else out there is often like us, and really kind and sensitive and compassionate towards others too. But sometimes people can take advantage of your niceness. And in the past, I have felt sometimes it's like emotional blackmail goes on in your relationships, and it's really hard to understand sometimes. This emotional blackmail. Sometimes you feel like people are putting pressure on you to, make them happy. It's sometimes people say, it's like, if you don't do this, then I can't be happy. If you don't act a certain way or do something, then they can't be happy. And that is really not healthy. And that's what I classify as a kind of a codependent relationship, where someone else feels that you're responsible for their happiness. And it's such a cunning underlying issue sometimes to even figure that out, because even people who love you or you love them can sometimes be acting out and not being responsible for their own stuff. And for us little Earth Angels, we obviously love to help fix and rescue people. So we do get drawn into these relationships where we do want to make them feel better or help them, or, and that's a really good thing, but it's got to be in balance. And for you to be able to check in with yourself more and more on a daily basis, to really identify the people in your life that maybe are draining your energy, or, a bit not taking responsibility for their own stuff. And they could be, sometimes we talk about them being like energy vampires or things like that. But that's not to judge them. It's just helping you be a lot more discerning about where you're putting your time, your energy, and to make sure that you're not feeling in any way selfish about that. These are all really important concepts and things that I'm going to be mentoring people on over the next 8 weeks, during my new live online mentoring classes that I'm going to be doing on a Monday night. Hi everyone, thanks for watching. I'd love you guys to, if you're identifying with struggling with relationships in your life, even people that you love dearly, you can really sometimes start to feel drained by their energy, or that you actually feel guilty or selfish for putting up healthy boundaries. And this is something that I'm going to be really starting with next Monday night with week 1 with my online mentoring class. And it's just amazing when you really start to look at where you're being affected by people in your life, and taking action from a really self-loving way, then things can really start to change. But the big thing is that for us Earth Angels, we need to be okay with other people not being okay sometimes. And that's really hard because we don't like conflict. We're the little peacekeepers of the world, but it's our disease sometimes, or our addiction, to just help and just sacrifice ourselves or our happiness to keep people happy or to keep the peace in our life. So if that's something that you are identifying with, I'd love for you to come along and try out one of my mentoring classes. They're just going to be live. It's going to be on a platform called Zoom. So it's going to be me chatting, but it's going to be like Skype. So you can actually talk back to me as well, or you can chat, text questions to me as well. And I know for me, it's been such a journey over the last 15 years of myself trying to understand relationships, understand codependent relationships, and how essential it's been for me to, if other people are okay, then I can be okay. But you know what? That's a hard gig sometimes, and we can't always be that person to make other people okay. And we're really just disempowering. Sorry about that. If we're making people feel like we're the person that they need to go to all the time. One of the things that I have learned to do is if someone's not happy or someone's struggling with something, needing your help, it's not that you can't help them or be there for them, but it's also really important for you to say to them, I hear you, I understand you, but what one thing could you do to make things better? And to really keep empowering that other person as well to dig deep with themselves and to empower themselves to change in their life. All right, so let me know if you'd love to come along, or if you've got any other questions. I'm really wanting to support anyone out there to break any of their codependency habits that are stopping you from thriving and blooming in your life. So many times I see people, and me included, deep down we feel, how selfish would you feel if you were okay, happy, healthy, thriving, and your loved one wasn't? And that's a real huge issue sometimes. But you dulling your sparkle or holding yourself back is not always the best way to do things. And it's not that we don't love our family and friends and don't want them to be happy, but if we can learn these self-care tools ourselves, we can then, role model that or empower our loved ones to do the same as well. All right, so let me know if there's anything else that you want to chat about, or any other topics or anything else that's coming up for you around healing your codependency relationship habits and fear of conflict, fear of letting people down, fear of people thinking that you're selfish. All these things are really huge topics that I'm going to be discussing over the 8 weeks in my mentoring classes. And I'll put a link below, and you can click on that link and you can either join up for one class or the whole 8 weeks. Or there's even a special offer where you can sign up for the 8 weeks and include 2 private one-on-one sessions with me as well, which will just fast track your self-development massively. And I look forward to be able to supporting you on this journey. All right. Well, have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.